Hey guys, welcome to this Sunday's TTM haul. We have 22 for the week, and we kind of have an exclusive here too, as far as an address goes, that I haven't updated on Sports Card Forum, just because I didn't want this person to get annihilated with with submissions. But it was one I tested out and it worked. So before I get started, let's if you could please like, subscribe. Comment down below what's your favorite return of the week, what's some ones that you're sending out, that sort of thing. I'd love to know what you guys are doing as well. I did post a short earlier this week. It was for a birthday gift that I got from my brother and his family. It's a full-size Andre Dawson Louisville Slugger. Let me try to, there we go. Yeah, it's awesome. He got it someone local that got it signed in 1990. He had a little stub of where he got it signed and how long he had to wait. He had to wait 3.5 hours to get it signed back then. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. I don't have any autographed bats, so Andre Dawson's one of my favorite players when I was growing up. I was a Cubs fan, so this is yeah, that was an awesome gift. So okay, let's get started here. Don't waste too much of your time. Hope everyone's having a great week. I broke a rib on Thursday, so if you hear me wince or something, you know why. So, okay, this is the exclusive here. 2 of 2, 18 days. This address is an old address for this person, but no one's tried it in a long time. And I used to do skip tracing for a job I had years and years ago, so I kind of knew a few little tricks to try to figure out if this is a current address. And it was all pointing to this address, even though it hasn't got a return from like 8 years or so. So this is the address for Rick Honeycutt, who used to be a fantastic TTMer, but it didn't seem like there was like a good address for him for a while. This is an 87 and a 87 tops and a 90 upper deck. This is going to my brother's set. So Mr. Honeycutt is 70 years old, played from 77 to 97 for the Mariners, Rangers, Dodgers, A's, Yankees, and Cardinals. Two-time All-Star, World Series champion 89 with the A's, 83 AL ERA leader, and he was a longtime pitching coach for the Dodgers. So you will see my return by the time this is up. That I put in here. I did backdate it a couple days just so it's not in the feed of forum, so he wouldn't get annihilated, but those people who watch this video can get a little bit of a head start. And maybe I didn't pay anything, by the way. I have seen where he charged like a couple dollars per autograph, but I was just testing to see if the address worked, so just FYI. Ruston, Louisiana. 3 of 3, 16 days. Wayne Causey. We have a 62, a 64, and a 67. A 64, right? Yeah. All right, Mr. Causey. He is 87 years old. Played from 55 to 68 for the Orioles, Kansas City A's, White Sox, Angels, and Braves. And during his career, he was a sure-handed middle infielder. All right, thank Mr. Causey for that. All right, Northville, Michigan. 3 of 3, 19 days. This is my second attempt to get this guy. The other one got a undeliverable address or something notification, but it worked when I sent again. Tom Timmerman. This is 70, 73, and a 72. This is super off center. Or miscut, I guess you could say. Mr. Timmerman is 84 years old, played from 69 to 74 for the Tigers and Indians. His career record is 35 and 35 with a 3.78 ERA. I thank Mr. Timmerman for that. St. Raphael, California, 4 of 2, 14 days. We got Bill Wakefield. He's signed a couple index cards as well. That's on the back of my note there. We have a 66 and a 65. Yeah, 66 and 65. Mr. Wakefield, he think he only pitched 1 year for the Mets. Yeah, he's 83 years old, only pitched in 64. He appeared in 62 games that year. He went 3-5 with a 3.61 ERA. Not really sure. I didn't figure out why he didn't appear in another year. Couldn't figure it out. All right, Carefree, Arizona. 2 of 2, 116 days. This is kind of a longer one for some of my older cards I send out. The 1970 and 69 and 70, Rich Reese. He is 83 years old, played from 64 to 73 for the Twins and Tigers. And in 2003, he was actually the CEO of Jim Beam Brands, and when he retired. So he had a very successful post-baseball career. Jim Beam is a very well-known brand. Brick, New Jersey. 4 of 3, 12 days. This one's a pretty nice one here. Bobby Malcolmus. He signed an index card. There's a 60 tops, and there's a couple older ones here, 59 and 58. Mr. Malcolmus is 93 years old. Played for the Milwaukee Braves, the Senators, and Phillies from 57 to 62. He was a minor league manager for a while, and then he was a longtime scout for the Indians and Padres. You'll be seeing a lot more 1960 cards. I got a lot. I sent them all out. I think, yeah. Well, there's one I haven't because I didn't realize he signs, so I got to go get one. But yeah, but you'll see a lot more 60 cards in this stack and probably in the next couple weeks. Riverview, Florida, 4 of 4, 146 days. Glad to see some of these older returns getting back. Dave LaPointe, we have 83, 87, 91, yeah, and 84. I've been messing with some of these older years. I can't even recognize the year of when I actually collected. Okay, well, Mr. LaPointe is 65 years old. He played for the Brewers, Cardinals, Giants, Tigers, White Sox, Pirates, Yankees, and Phillies. He World Series champion 82 with the Cardinals, and he managed in the independent leagues for a while after he retired. I thank Mr. LaPointe. All right, Fulton, Missouri. 3 of 2, 16 days. Charlie James. He signed this card too, the World Series inscription. We have a 1960 tops and a 1963. Yeah, 60 and 63. Mr. James, you find him on my sheet here. He's 86 years old, played from 60 to 65 for Cardinals and Reds. He was a World Series champion 64 with the Cardinals, and he actually played halfback at the University of Missouri football. Okay, this is one that I did not think I was going to get back. Kansas City, Kansas. 2 of 2, 191 days. This is one of my first batches, I believe. Frank White. I saw recently that he started doing business with past pros, and I thought for sure this was not going to come back. But it looks like he was sending his stuff back from the season when he's a coach for the Kansas City Monarch minor league team, and looks like he was just catching up on all of his signings after the season. So we have a 78 and 79 here. Mr. White is 74 years old, played from 73 to 90, all for the Royals. 5-time All-Star, World Series champion 85, ALCS MVP in 1980, 8-time Gold Glove winner. Royals retired his number 20 number, and he's a member of the Royals Hall of Fame. All right, we got Clarkston, Washington. 3 of 3, 15 days. Got T.R. Bryden. This is for my 87 set here. I got one for my brother as well. And I got a minor league card. I don't know what year this is. 89, 90, 88, I think. Taco Time. 88 Pro cards. That's for the Tacoma... Was it? I don't even know. Edmonton. I think that's Edmonton, maybe. Oh, Portland Beavers. I'm sorry. Okay, Mr. Bryden. He is 65 years old. He only played for 2 months in 1986 for the Angels. and he had a record of 2-1. Yeah. I think Mr. Bryden. All right, we got Charlotte, North Carolina. 3 of 3, 10 days. We got Greg Harris, or Greg W. Harris. He's not the one that's known to be a prolific signer, but he started signing. So we got 92 Upper Deck, 90, and 89 Fleer. Longtime viewers will know my struggles trying to pick between 88 and 89 Fleer. I'm batting probably 20%. I'm betting 200 for that for sure. Mr. Harris is 60 years old, played from 88 to 95 for the Padres, Rockies, and Twins. He had shoulder injuries that derailed his career early. He actually successfully sued a surgeon that botched his surgery and was awarded $6 million. It's good for him. You don't hear about that often. I'm sure there's a lot of players now that get seen by team doctors and they don't do the exact fantastic job, and you never hear about, any sort of settlements or anything like that. So good for him. Henderson, Nevada, 4 of 4, 41 days. Got Gene Richards. We have an 81, 78, 83, and 81 Fleer. Yeah, 81 Fleer. Mr. Richards, 71 years old, played from 77 to 84 for the Padres and Giants. He was the 1976 Pacific League MVP in AAA when he was in the Hawaiian Islanders minor league team. So I think Mr. Richards, he's got a place in Henderson, Nevada, and Vegas. So maybe he's got something to do with some gambling, or maybe he's in the beverage or entertainment line of work nowadays. Wentzville, Missouri, 3 of 3, 8 days. Bill Pleis, Pleis. I got 2 61s here. Sorry, 62s. Then I got 65. I'm going to give one of these to my brother. Mr. Pleis, please don't. I have actually no idea. I think I'll say please. He's 87 years old. Played from 61 to 66, all with the Twins. He has the first wins in Minnesota Twins history. And after his retirement, he was a longtime scout for the Dodgers. Dodgers always has a good farm system, so I'm sure he was very successful at that job. Hoover, Alabama. You should probably know this if you're a longtime TTMer. This is a thick one. 6 of 3, 16 days. I had to resend to him because last time he signed my card saver instead of my card, which works out in my favor because I was able to get a 1960 Topps to send. There we go. Al Worthington, 60, is that 64 and a 66? I think that's what I sent him last time. And then he usually sends this is an advertisement, or not advertisement. This is an article from the Saturday Evening Post. It's about being a religious pitcher, and he signs it. And then there was something else. There's a few other things that he signs too. Where's that? I don't know. There's a few other things here. Yeah, okay. I thought there was another. Oh, this is a card. Okay, he signs this too. It's about it's a little print off there, so I'll give those to my brother because he gave me those the last time when I sent him as well. Mr. Worthington is 95 years old. Played from 50. Sorry, I'm banging everything. 53 to 69 for the New York Giants, San Francisco Giants, Red Sox, White Sox, Reds, and Twins. He was a member of the 54 World Series winning team. I think I was New York Giants team. He retired for a couple years after seeing some teammates steal some signs in 1960. He didn't want anything to do with that. And then he came back, I think it was a 63 season. So I want to thank Mr. Worthington for those. Mesa, Arizona. 2 of 1, 14 days. Charlie Rabe, and he signed the index card as well. This one right here, they had a bad address for a while with him, and I just Googled him, and I was able to find it in the white pages. There was no special tricks or anything with him. So I think, and he was a very good signer too, so I think he just enjoys probably getting, you know, the mail and that sort of thing. So that was pretty neat to find that. He's 92 years old, played from 57 to 58 for the Cincinnati Redlegs. In the 11 games that he appeared in the pros, he was 0-4 with a 3.67 ERA. So that's pretty neat that he's a member of the Redlegs. This before he was, I think it was the Reds a year, like what, 58, 59, 59, 60, something like that. Okay, we got Phoenix, Arizona. 2 of 2, 23 days. We got Byron Brown. And there's 68, and this one's pretty cool back here. There's a 67 Gold Cup card. They make these huge that year. I think Jim Nash has one I might try to get signed. I think there's like one, Frank Lindsay maybe? Or is that 66? But yeah, Mr. Brown is 81 year old, from 65 to 72 for the Cubs, Astros, Cardinals, and Phillies. He made his debut, unfortunately, during Sidney Koufax's 1965 perfect game. So he went 0 for 3. That would have been a rough debut. We got Bridgeport, Connecticut. 3 of 3, 13 days. Jim Pankovitz. 86, 87, and 89. Mr. Pankovitz, he, let's see, he only played for, he's 69 years old, played from 84 to 90 for the Astros and Red Sox. The Astros actually named their player analysis formation after him, using, P stands for this, A, pretty interesting. I didn't want to write it all out because a lot of it was convoluted, but, and he was a long-time minor league coach. I think he might still be. All right, Carolina, Puerto Rico. 3 of 3, 11 days. This one is Jose Santiago. We have a 68, 65. That's in kind of rough shape, but I wanted to get that signed. That's his rookie, and it works because the marker he used wasn't in great shape either. And a 69. Mr. Santiago, he is, what is he? He's 84 years old, played from 63 to 70 for the Kansas City A's and Red Sox. He was an all-star in 68. He pitched in Game 1 of the 1967 World Series against Bob Gibson, and he hit a homer, and that was their only run in that game. After his playing days, he was a long-time play-by-play for the Clemente League in Puerto Rico, and he was also a play-by-play guy for wrestling in Puerto Rico in the 80s. So it's interesting. All right, Humble, Texas. 3 of 2, 10 days. Another 1960 card. We got Al Spangler. There's a 60, and we have a 66. Mr. Spangler is 91 years old. Played from 59 to 71 for the Milwaukee Braves, Colt 45s, Astros, Angels, Cubs. He drove in the first run as in Colt 45 / Astros history. So, yeah, that's a pretty sweet card there. I want to thank Mr. Spangler for that. This next one's a little different. I don't get too many of these returns. I do have some out. Well, I've got a handful out. Orlando, Florida, 2 of 2, 18 days. I don't know if any wrestling fans here. I got an NXT return from the WWE PC. We got Riley Osborne. He is, yes, I did a little breakdown of him too, even though he's very young. he's only 26 years old. He started wrestling in 2018. His real name is Josh Terry. He's married to WWE wrestler Blair Davenport. So it's pretty cool. I had to really work that surface into that baby powder just to give it some texture so it doesn't smear everywhere. So it's really happy that it didn't really get messed up on the envelope down here. We got 2 more. Bradenton, Florida, 4 of 4, 34 days. All right, we got Mike Bielecki. This is my second time getting him. I did not send the 87 tops last time. That's why I had to send him again. As a 91 upper deck, 87 tops, 90 Bowman. Is it 90 or 91? 91 Bowman, and 87 Donruss. I did breakdowns of 3 of these. They ended up in those videos. 3 of these cards were. Mr. Bielecki, he is 65 years old, played from 84 to 97. I lost my spot here. Oh, played for the Pirates, Cubs, Braves, Indians, and Angels. He had a career record of 70 and 73 with a 4.18 ERA, and he had to retire due to elbow issues. But he did appear as a member of the 1996 Braves World Series team. And we got one last one. Sarasota, Florida. 2 of 2, 36 days. We got Gene Lamont. We got a 75 and a 71 with Laren LeGros on the card. Mr. Lamont, he is 77 years old, played from 70 to 75 for the Tigers. He was a manager in the pros after he retired for the White Sox in the early 90s and the Pirates in the late 90s. And he was a longtime bench coach for many, many, many years. All right. That's it for the week. Expect a lot more 1960 tops going forward. Once again, please like, subscribe. Please comment down below what was your favorite of the week, which ones that you might target now, especially that Rick Honeycutt where I told you an actual working address. So yeah, I don't think I have a set breakdown this week just because I need to rest my ribs and just lay down for every minute of that that I can. So I need to rest. So I want to thank everyone for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday.